Bruh. Look at this dude.
I actually think that did better than my Tyler SmackDown. So I don't want to call him out or anything, but you know, step up your game.
Wait till you see the. No, 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 no. Look at the top of his head.
Hey guys, my Tyler back here for another again of the big WWE save. Yeah, I was gonna give the save a name, and then I can't think of either if it has one or if I don't think it really needs it. Just like calling it the big WWE save. But sorry, there's shit on the microphone, so I want to move that. But yeah, no, we have the go-home episode of Monday Night Raw. Not usual, we have some dark matches here with some developmental talent and some local talent, as we have TJP taking on the former Braden Walker, Chris Harris, and TJP knocks his brains out with a jumping neck breaker in 802. And then we have Big E Langston dabbing on Monty Brown. Apparently he got a whiplash neck strain, but like I give a fuck Monty Brown. It's all about Big E. So hopefully apparently Monty Brown improved and whatever, but Big E Langston has also gotten a little more pop. Yeah, I don't give a shit. So, Bray Wyatt's supposed to be off screen. But, basically, Triple H stands with Miz in the ring, and Triple H is like, okay, Miz, you know, he proved himself, you know, everything like that. And, yeah. Someone who hasn't proven himself, really, is John Morrison. You know, he's King of the Ring, he won King of the Ring, but I'm not exactly sure why he should be given a title shot. And John Morrison comes and like, Triple H, please fucking stop. And even Miz is like, really, we doing this shit? And Triple H is like, no, I'm not taking away your title shot, John. You know, but, you know, before that, I think, you know, you should have a, you know, a little warm-up match, you know, against, kind of like a pretty mid-carder himself, you know, Bray Wyatt. You know, it shouldn't be too hard for you. You know, all things considered, and John Morrison's like, okay, I gotta fight Bray Wyatt, fuck it, whatever. And The Miz also is just kind of like, okay, yeah, guess I'm having the night off, alright, I'm cool with it, I already won that big match. So Triple H walks off, feeling smug about himself, the Dynasty fucking around with John Morrison, fucking around with whoever's the challenger. That's kind of the one thing I want, is where the Authority would kind of fuck around with everybody for no real reason, even if they didn't have it. The Dynasty is more focused on the challenger, hence why they're fucking around more with John Morrison. Unless someone in their group specifically has a problem, then they might try to fuck around with them. And in a 90A, Perfect Fortunes defeat the Kings of Wrestling in kind of the tag team classics we've been known to have. During the match, Sabin ran in, tried to attack Dolph Ziggler, but was unsuccessful, causing them as Chris Hero ate the Dream Street Zigzag combo. And of course, Perfect Fortunes and Sabin and Shelley will be going one-on-one with each other at Armageddon for their title rematch clause. And kind of siphon up the crowd, we have Katie Lee taking on Kaylee Von Scarlett, who beats the member of the Coven in short succession, and, you know, 4:38. You know, Katie Lee really hyping up her title shot that will happen later on. I don't know why AJ Lee's there. I think I rewrote. I think it was supposed to be AJ Lee. Oh, okay. So what originally was AJ Lee was gonna be like, this is a triple threat now, but I was like, that's kind of fucking stupid this close to the pay-per-view. So I just forgot to take her out. So Katie Lee and Dula just stare down with each other. They're going to Armageddon, obviously, for the Divas Championship to have women, because women exist and they should be booked. Next, we're talking about CM Punk, and CM Punk's basically just like, Orton and Bryan had their match, and apparently we will be going on a triple threat in Armageddon. Match was made because Bryan requested it. Totally fine. I don't know why people wouldn't expect me to be this way. You know, I'm totally against the Dynasty. Triple H can suck my dick. But they're kind of weenies, Bryan and Orton, honestly, thinking I wouldn't get involved in their little matchup after everything that's been going on. I literally talked good about them. Like, when have I ever not lied? You know, I'm straight edge. I don't drink. I don't smoke. But I lie like a motherfucker. So you would just figure they'd figure this out by now. But I guess they didn't. So whatever. Yeah, I'll see Daniel Bryan in the ring tonight. Well, that should be a good match, folks. But yeah, I'll see him at Armageddon. So I'm gonna win once tonight, and then once again on Sunday. And CM Punk just kind of walks off like full of himself, as usual. And fuck. See, now these were supposed to be on screen. So Austin Aries, basically, Yujiro Takahashi and Austin Aries are arguing. Triple H is like, guys. You're both just fucking terrible. Steal a Family Guy joke for some reason. He's like, Armageddon, you'll have the U.S. title and the NXT title. Yujiro, you can try and take both of them. I know you both wanted to be the double champion, so I'll give you one last shot, Yujiro, and then that's it. Now get the fuck out of my office. I got more important shit to do. And Yujiro Pimp then has a match after that in which he takes on Wade Barrett, and about that had good heat and great wrestling and good heat. Wade Barrett did defeat the Yujiro Takahashi in 15 minutes 53 seconds with the Wasteland because Austin Aries was fucking around with them. So they're just constantly fucking with each other, and Triple H is like, you know what, I'm sick of it. Here, have a fucking match at the pay-per-view. So they will be having that match at that pay-per-view. Damn it. Oh, my mouse was frozen out. So we then see the Dynasty sans Stephanie McMahon and Triple H is like, okay, guys, Destiny is the Dynasty has proven themselves. We are the pinnacle point of Raw, but you know that doesn't mean we can't be slacking. Randy, you got Punk and you got Bryan. Those two guys can out wrestle you any day of the week, and Randy looks fucking pissed. He's like, I know, I fucking get it. But look, I'm send Kane and Big Show out there with you to kind of, or I'll send Kane out there. Right? There you go. And then Miz, you got Big Show for your match with John Morrison. Miz is like, why the fuck do we need the Big Show? And he's like, look, we can't lose this fucking title. We're trying to establish years of dominance on this brand. We can't be going around making mistakes. I get it. You guys want to prove yourselves, but I have no time for that. I could give two shits if you proved yourselves. This is about domination, and domination is about proving, it's about doing, alright? Fuck. And Triple H just walks out, kind of pissed off, and everyone, you know, the Dynasty isn't bring up, they're just kind of like, you know, stressed out with all the things going on, so they probably need some tea, need some de-stressing, listen to some like J Station ASMR or some shit. I don't know. I've never been relaxed in my life. And next we have in a 96 A-star, great fucking match. John Morrison does manage to put Bray Wyatt away despite The Miz coming out, distracting John Morrison. John Morrison, he is determined to get to Armageddon to win that title, and he defeats Bray Wyatt in 20 minutes with Starship Pain. And yeah, John Morrison continues his reign at the top of the card. And next we have Dolph Ziggler and Ted DiBiase Jr., Perfect Fortunes, cutting a promo, talking about Sabin and Shelley, basically, you know, saying the usual shenanigans that you would do. Sabin and Shelley, you know, they cheat a lot. You know, they're a great tag team, but they always have to cheat. Perfect Fortunes were down on their luck. Dolph was in the rut. Ted DiBiase was in the rut. And now both of them have managed to become the tag team champions, and they're going to become the pinnacle of this division all the way till WrestleMania. They're going to make it, and they're not going to let Sabin and Shelley in their rematch clause this soon after winning the titles, going to ruin their road to redemption. Their road to WrestleMania, if you will, which hasn't officially started, as Michael Cole would point out, and then Jerry Lawler slaps Michael Cole on the back of the head for being a massive fucking just nerd. And yeah, there you go. And next we have Jericho and Team Canada, Kevin Steen, and Sami Zayn. They talk about the Shield, talk about the three-man, how they're always trying to beat each other up, and that's exactly what they do. As soon as the promo kind of just gets started, the Shield try to brawl, but unlike usual, the Shield, they don't have a numbers advantage on Chris Jericho. Kevin Steen's a big guy, he probably brawling with Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn's probably going after Seth, and Dean and Jericho, you know, Waka Waka, they're fighting each other right now. and they all just brawl throughout the arena for a little bit. The cameras try, referees eventually, and any kind of road agent. Bret Hart got fucking fired for trying to beat up like Samoa Joe and Colt Cabana like twice in a row, which is fucking stupid. All the road agents come out and they separate the two, who they will fight, of course, at Armageddon in a 6-way match. And in our main event, 99A star, Daniel Bryan okay, what the fuck happened here? No. Okay, so this is what was supposed to happen. What was supposed to happen is basically CM Punk was supposed to win because of interference. Okay, hold on. No, I was honestly thought of just restarting it. Let me just change this. The rule books would say it, but CM Punk would defeat Daniel Bryan because Randy Orton would slide in and hit him with the RKO. I don't know why. Did I do like the thing like I was watching the Olay series with Putty, and I know that happened at one point where basically he wrote agent notes. I honestly, I just fucking clicked it. Putty basically, what I remember Putty did is clicked the one person to win and then accidentally clicked the other person to win, and I believe TEW goes the nearest win, so I thought I just was a fucking idiot. So basically, in our minds, CM Punk will win. CM Punk will win and defeat Daniel Bryan because of cheating and Randy Orton. And after that, the three men all just kind of brawl with each other. More brawling as usual. Daniel Bryan obviously pissed he lost in kayfabe. Just fucking beats the shit out of Randy Orton. CM Punk beats up Randy Orton because, you can't trust CM Punk. They both take turns beating each other out of CM Punk because, he's probably earned that. And all three of them just a massive brawl. And speaking of more brawling, all of a sudden, we see The Miz. Well, we don't see The Miz. We assume he's in the car. But Triple H is getting into his car when out comes in a hoodie. It's Kofi Kingston, the suspended superstar, just comes out. And he was suspended for a month. Like, they did an actual suspension in my head. It's like they did the letters and everything. And Kofi Kingston's like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to just beat this motherfucker's ass. So he just tries to beat him in the car. And eventually Kofi is forced out of the car. And he chases the car down as it drives off. Unfortunately, he's not able to take it out. But Kofi Kingston has made a point. He's still here. And he's waiting to get his hands on Triple H after basically ruining his professional wrestling career. And we end the show 98A star. Always good to see. Up in 41 regions. Really good. Good go home for SmackDown. Hopefully that built up all the feuds. And I will see you guys for the go home of SmackDown.